Listen, I have gone through these papers. Give them to Sarkar Babu and ask him to come see me.
Morning. Kedarnath Babu.
Good morning, Mr. Bradley. What a pleasant surprise. Won't you sit down?
No time, Kedarnath Babu. We must leave immediately. I received a report that they're preparing to burn another girl.
You mean Sati?
Yes.
Oh.
It's quite a contradiction. On one hand, your Indian culture is so profound and humane, but at the same time, some of your rituals are so brutal.
There is nothing brutal in our Vedic culture. The purpose of the Vedic culture is to elevate one to the pure spiritual platform, transcending the bondage of this body. In a Vedic society, people recognize the difference between spirit and matter, and that the purpose of life is to become situated in one's real spiritual identity. Certain acts may appear brutal or insensitive, but the real objective is to transcend the lower platform to achieve the higher one.
How do you justify this custom of sati?
The husband and wife compose a unit. The husband is actually one half and the wife is the other. Due to their deep love for each other, they develop such a bond that they become inseparable. Thus, when the husband died, the wife felt it was no longer necessary for her to continue living, and she voluntarily entered into the funeral pyre with the clear understanding that she was following him into the next world.
I suppose you can think this way, because in your culture, your next life is more important than your present one.
Actually, it is. Because in our society, we are convinced that the spirit soul is a real identity, and the material body is only a covering that binds us to this material world. When one gets the human form of life, one gets an opportunity to free oneself from this material bondage and become situated in the true, original, spiritual identity.
Shut up! You stupid woman! You think we'll let you go if you cry?
Don't burn me! Don't burn me alive!
She is too troublesome! Tie her up! Hold her!
Tie me up,
Come on!
please!
It's getting late! Come on!
Please
Tie her up!
don't tie me up! Let me go!
Yeah, better!
I beg you, have mercy upon me! I don't want to die!
Come on!
Please,
Come on, tie her up! Tie her up! Take her away! Come on! Come, lady!
What's going on? What's the matter? What happened? Why aren't you answering my question?
My brother expired. We have come here to cremate him.
And this girl? Why is she tied up?
She is my brother's widow. She wants to follow him from this into the next world.
Then why has she been tied up like this?
Who are you? And why are you interfering in our religious affairs?
This is no religious affair. This is simple brutality.
Brutality? This is not brutality. And who are you to teach us? Do you realize that he is the deputy magistrate, and if you insult him, I will not tolerate this?
Don't you know? Burning a woman in the name of sati is a grievous offense. This is totally illegal. Do you want to accept the law? Or would you all rather have me arrest you? Now get out of here. Go.
Why did you return so late today?
Yes. Suddenly some urgent work came up and I got late.
That's why you're looking a bit tired.
Maybe. But that's nothing. I'll be fine after a shower.
Shower at this time? It's getting a bit chilly. I'll warm up some water.
No. That won't be necessary.
All right then. I'll arrange for your dinner.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Baba?
Yes, Bimla, what is it?
Baba, Mr. Sarkar wants to talk to you.
Oh, Mr. Sarkar, what brings you here?
Namaskar, sir. This morning you called me and left the office all of a sudden, so I came here to find out what happened to you.
Yes, I had to leave immediately. Luckily, Mr. Bradley came with the news on time. Otherwise, another helpless girl would have been burnt alive.
Were you able to save the girl, sir?
Yes.
So what happened to the girl, sir?
I could not just leave her in the custody of her awful relatives. And society won't accept her. So I arranged for her to stay in a ladies' ashram in Shimolia.
Sir, the trust deeds, the reports need to be urgently sent to the head office. So I wanted to know if you'll check the files tomorrow morning
Good that you reminded me. This is why I count on you so much, Mr. Sholkar. I will try to get to office early.
What time will you be there, sir? I'll try to be there then.
No, you don't need to come in so early.
It's not a problem for me, sir. If I'm there, I can assist you, sir. It'll be easier for you then. I can be a helping hand to you.
You know what, Mr. Sarkar? People praise me for my efficiency, but they don't really know the fact that it is only due to the support that I have. What a beautiful sight. So enthralling. Sarkar Babu, did you see it?
What sight are you talking about, sir?
Didn't you see it? The scene of an enormous Sankirtan in an effulgent holy land?
No, sir. I didn't see anything.
That scene. I have seen it, Father. I have seen it.
What did you see, Bimla?
A wonderful city lit with brilliant light. People from different countries were dancing in ecstasy, chanting the holy names.
Quite strange. What I saw on the other side of the river was supposed to happen on this side.
Where is that land, Baba?
Amazing. I have never seen anything like this. A forest of tulsi surrounding a neem tree? Who could have planted these trees here? Excuse me, will you please come here?
Yes, Babu, what is it?
What is the name of this place?
Miyapur.
Miyapur.
Yes, sir.
How did so many tulsis grow here? Did someone plant them?
No one planted them, Babu. They grew on their own.
So many tulsi plants grew on their own.
Not only these tulsi trees, Babu, sometimes we hear sounds of singing also.
When do you hear that?
At night? That's why we don't usually come around here.
I have even seen with my own eyes.
What did you see?
Strange looking people chanting, dancing and playing various instruments.
Playing what? Drums and cymbals?
Yes, Babu, that's right. Playing drums, cymbals and dancing in rhythm.
You are really fortunate, brother.
Me fortunate?
Yes, very fortunate.
We'll take your leave, Babu.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Then what I thought is correct. But where is the proof? I will have to find it.
Baba, you have seen the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with your own eyes. Then, why are you concerned for getting material evidence?
Some people may not believe my words. For them I need tangible proof.
Did you find any proof, Baba?
Yes. The old map of Mr. Holloway is over there. Go bring it. See, Bimla, this is a very old map. In here, the land situated on the confluence of the Ganga and Jarangi is marked as Mayapur. Now, this Mayapur is known as Miapur. Let me read you a couple of lines from here. Here it says that Mayapur was the capital of the Sen dynasty. King Ballal Sen established his capital here.
But Baba, where is the proof of that?
Some architectural remains of the Sen dynasty still exist. Most importantly, the lake situated there is still known as Ballal Dighi. But I still want to be more sure about it.
How you will be more sure, Baba?
I want to take someone there who will immediately recognize it to be the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
But Baba, who can be so authoritative?
There is someone, Bimla. He is the crest jewel of the Vaishnavas. Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj.
But he is unable to walk. He is so weak, never goes anywhere, and he is 140 years old. Will he go there, Baba?
He has a lot of affection for me. I am sure he will not decline my request. Babaji, this is the place. Now you tell us what you think.
This is it. This is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jai Sachinandan! Jai Sachinandan! Jai Sachinandan! Jai Sachinandan! Jai Sachinandan! Jai
Welcome, Mr. Datta. How are you?
Very well, sir. Thank you.
Please, take your seat.
Yes, sir.
How's everything in your district?
We are doing our very best, sir.
Mr. Datta, do you remember Bishkishan?
The Tantric? Oh, yes, of course, sir.
Recently, he's been gaining immense popularity with the local people in your district, including some of the influential personalities. He's claiming himself to be God and ruler of the state. I am concerned about the law and order in your district.
Don't let it concern you too much, sir. I'll see to it that the situation is under control.
All right, Mr. Datta, but you can imagine the threat he poses. I trust that you are the man to put an end to this development, discreetly and tactfully.
I assure you, sir, there will be no problem.
Thank you, Mr. Datta.
Always at your Majesty's service, sir.
What is it? Why are you here? What do you want?
I've come here to expose you.
Do you know who I am?
Don't be afraid of him. Arrest this man.
You have come to arrest me. You have lots of guts to have come here to arrest me. Don't try to play with fire. If you try to arrest me, you and your entire family will be destroyed. I will kill you all. You will all be dead.
Tie him up. There is no reason to be afraid.
Hut! Hey! Leave me! Leave me! Leave me, I say! Leave me! Leave me! Leave me, I'm telling you!
Take him away.
Hey! You don't know who I am! Leave me! I will destroy all of you! Leave me! Leave me! You don't know who I am! Leave me, I say! You! I will ruin you! I will finish you! You can't keep me jailed! Yes, I'll destroy you! I will destroy you! I will destroy you! Yes! Yes! I will destroy you! Ha ha ha!
चंदन चर्चित नील कलेवर पीत वसन बनमाली केली चलन मणि कुंडल मंडित गंडयुग स्मित शाली चंदन चर्चित नील कलेवर पीत वसन बनमाली केली चलन गंडयुग समित शाये हरिह मुग्धवधूनि करे विलासिनी विलसति खेलि परे.
What's wrong? Sir, what happened to you, sir? Are you okay? Are you feeling good?
What happened?
What happened to Mr. Datta?
He went to arrest Bishkishan. Immediately after that, every single member of his family got sick. Son is ill. He has fallen ill. Even those policemen who went to arrest Bishkishan are sick.
I see.
Bishkishan is a very powerful tantric. It's very difficult to avoid his black magic.
You aren't well either. Go and take some rest.
Don't worry about me. I'm perfectly all right.
Come in. Please.
What happened, Kedarnath Babu?
I don't know. All of a sudden I fainted and became very sick.
Sounds quite serious. Your temperature is indeed quite high.
It's not only me, doctor. All the members of my family have become very sick too.
Prashad, how are you?
A fever.
Don't worry. You won't stay in bed for too long. Show me your tongue. Bhima Prashad, what are you doing here? You're sick.
Oh no, doctor. I'm fine.
Okay then, sit down.
Thank you, doctor.
So, young man, what's happening with you? Okay, be good boys. Mr. Datta, you and your sons are in a very serious condition. If this medicine doesn't work, I do not know what to do. I will consult Dr. Richardson today.
I suspect it is that mystic Biskisan who is causing all this.
You mean that so-called incarnation whom you arrested last week?
Yes. He seems to have great mystic power. However, no matter how powerful he may be, I have no fear, because I have taken shelter of the supreme power.
Your faith in God, Kedarnath Babu, indeed exemplary.
When I saw that Biskisan, I could understand that he's a tantric who cultivates black magic.
What do you mean?
These tantrics accumulate their power through the clandestine rituals and store it in their long hair. Did you see how long and strange his hair was?
Yes. You know, Kedarnath Babu, this reminds me of a passage from the Old Testament.
The Old Testament?
Yes. It's mentioned there that Samson, he had his power in his hair.
Some resemblance indeed, yes.
you don't know who you have kept behind bars. Release me or you will all be destroyed. Hey! Can you hear me? Hey! Hey! You cannot keep me inside like this. You will suffer the consequences. I will destroy you all. I am God.
Hey, see, God has come to prison. God in our jail? Look there. God has come down all the way from heaven.
Yes!
What are you saying?
I
God
am
in
the
jail?
supreme power.
I don't believe it. God in jail.
God has come down from
Rightly
heaven.
said. He has left heaven for good.
Hey! Hey! You barbarian! I am the incarnation of God, Bishkishan. You are going to put me on trial? I will destroy you all. You will all die. I will curse you all. You will all die. Hey! 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 What are you doing? Hey! Hey! Hey!
Good day, Doctor.
Good day.
Please sit down.
You're looking well.
Thank you. It's all because of your treatment.
Well, I deserve no credit. I just cut Bishkishan's hair and you became cured.
Doctor, you know it's because of your treatment. Not only did you give me the right medication, but you got rid of the root cause of the disease as well.
But Mr. Datta, his hair will grow back within a few weeks. What shall I do then if he gets back his powers again?
I wouldn't let that worry me, Doctor. We've made arrangements to cut his hair twice in a week. And we'll continue doing that till the new moon. By that time, he'll be completely powerless. Forever.
Welcome, Mr. Datta. I was rather eagerly waiting for you.
I'm deeply honored, sir.
Come, let's go in the next room. Please. Why have you sent this letter, Mr. Datta?
As you can see, sir, I wish to resign from my service.
Yes, indeed, I can see that. But why? Her Majesty's government needs efficient administrators like you. No. You must withdraw your resignation. By resigning your service, you will put your district in crisis. We'll not accept your resignation.
I'm sorry, sir. I have made up my mind. I received a call from my inner self to perform a greater service.
What could be greater than this?
It is indeed a greater service, sir. It is a service to the Lord of the universe.
You don't have to resign to serve the Lord.
I have embarked on a mission, sir, to spread the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the incarnation of Lord Krishna in this age.
But why does that require you to sacrifice your job?
My job is a very small thing to sacrifice, sir. I am willing to sacrifice my life for this mission.
Then, Mr. Datta, I suggest you take a leave of absence from your post, complete your mission, and then return and perform your duty.
Leave, sir? How many days leave will you grant me?
As much as you require.
Then, sir, I'm afraid it must be forever.
Oh, then I understand your mind. Nevertheless, I would rather give you a leave of absence indefinitely than accept your resignation.
Sir, today is your last day in office.
Oh, Mr. Sarkar, I'm just taking a leave. Why are you saying that it's my last day in office?
No, sir. I know. I know you're leaving this place forever.
Well, I wanted to submit my resignation, but the Lieutenant Governor would not accept it. In fact, he asked me to take an indefinite leave of absence.
I know. Many other workers also know that. Usually when one retires, he always gets a farewell party. But even that didn't happen to you, sir. After so many years of dedicated service, you did not get any recognition, sir.
What I have done is for my country. Other than that, the love, the cooperation and respect I received from all of you, there can be no reward higher than that.
But then, why are you suddenly resigning from such an important position, sir?
To participate in a higher service.
Does that mean that you're taking up another job?
I am accepting the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Do you know, Sarkar Babu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that the living entity is Krishna's eternal servant, and he is similar, yet different from the Lord. So I am going to accept his employment. I have been thinking of joining this service for a long time. Now, by his mercy, I have finally been appointed.
Bless me, sir. Come on, it's your turn.
Now it's your turn. Oh, a sixer. Yes, let's see. Who's there? What do you want?
Donation.
Donation? You look like a strong and healthy man. Why are you asking for money?
I'm trying to build a temple at the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why I'm going from door to door, asking for donations. A task of this magnitude can only be accomplished by a collective effort.
Yes, I know. Making money off donations. I'm sorry you won't get anything here.
Hey! Aren't you Kedarnath Babu? Are, didn't you recognize him? He is the famous Deputy Magistrate, Kedarnath Datta.
Deputy Magistrate?
Yes.
Please don't mind Kedarnath Babu. I'm terribly sorry. I couldn't recognize you at first. Please come in.
Please come in.
It's all right.
Please sit down.
I'm really embarrassed about my behavior, sir.
No, don't feel bad about it. So many people try to collect money under so many pretexts. How will you know?
Kedarnath Babu, please explain to us all your plans about building the temple.
I want to build a temple at the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Okay.
After his disappearance, his abode also disappeared. Recently we discovered that place. And it has been proven that this is the real birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Where is that place?
The birthplace is about 10 miles away from Krishnanagar. I have decided to build a temple there. If I wanted, I could have collected the money from my wealthy acquaintances to build the temple. However, Mahaprabhu wanted to engage everyone in his Sankirtan movement, irrespective of his caste and creed. Therefore, following the instructions given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I have decided to involve as many people as possible to help build the grand temple of his. I am open to all and will accept anything that anybody donates happily. From that donation, everyone will get a chance to serve Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is my only desire. I firmly believe that by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one day the temple will be built.
I would like to go there, Kedarnath Babu. And I think all my friends would also like to go there. What do you all say?
Yes, we would also like to go there, Baba.
Yes, most definitely. I will take you there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
What I don't understand, why of all places over here? Huh? And more so when there is a temple coming up. What do you say? Let's ask this gentleman.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Sir?
Do you want to say something?
Sir? What are you building over here?
Here, we are building a temple for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We hope to build it soon.
In spite of so much place, why here? In the middle of a Muslim village?
But this is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Now do you all realize what I had told you was nothing but the truth? Didn't I tell you then that there is some truth to these rumors? Don't you know that the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is on the other side of the river in Mayapur?
I don't know who identified that place as the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. According to the old records and scriptures and documents I have studied, this is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It may be a Muslim village today, but 350 years ago it was not.
See, the words of the Puranas are coming true. The Puran says, in the age of Kali, hypocrites under the influence of false belief establish fake places of worship everywhere.
Tell me, have you read Bhakti Ratnakar? No. Alright, let me tell you who wrote it. Bhakti Ratnakar was created by Sri Narahari Chakravarti Thakur. He was a close associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He writes, on the eastern bank of the river Ganges, there is a village called Mayapur, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born there. This is the first proof. Now, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went across to Chand Kazis to protest, is it mentioned anywhere that he crossed the river? No. Chand Kazi's Samadhi is on this side of the river. His residence is still here. That is the second proof. Now, when I was going through old documented records, I came across the fact that this village was identified as Mayapur. In the olden days, the Muslims used to call it Miapur. Although there is a difference in pronunciation, the similarity is obvious. And above it all, you are all aware of Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. He is the most exalted Vaishnava of this age. And I am sure that you all know that he is a pure devotee of the Lord. Due to his age, he is unable to walk, and he was brought to this place, and he has identified this place. Seeing this place, he started to dance in ecstasy, jumping 6 feet in the air. He himself has identified this place as the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the fourth proof. Now you can understand who is building false places of worship in this age of Kali.
Come on, let's go.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. This is the confluence of the river Ganges and Saraswati. Here Saraswati is known as Jalangi. Jalangi is Jalangira. Jalan means water and Gir means the goddess of learning. Navadvip indicates 9 islands. 5 are on the eastern bank and 4 on the west. The islands are just situated like a lotus flower. The island in the center of the 9 islands is called Antardvip. Antardvip is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The 8 islands encircling the central island Antardvip are Simantadvip, Madhyadvip, Kolodvip, Ritudvip, Jannudvip, Madodrumdvip এবং Rudrodvip.
Come on, be careful. Be careful, all of you.
Look, This is where Sribas Thakur's house was situated, about 300 yards north of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace.
South? Was it here?
Here, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted the holy names of the Lord with Sribas Thakur, Nityananda Prabhu and many others. One day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu came to Sribas's house.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Sribas. Sribas, who are you worshipping?
What kind of question is this, Prabhu? I am worshipping my Lord, worshipping Shri Krishna. You know that. And everyone else here, they also know that.
You do not know, Sribas, who you are worshipping.
Then you tell me, who am I worshipping?
The one who you are worshipping is standing in front of you, Sribas. So, Sribas, did you see my form?
Prabhu, it's you.
Come, Sribas. Let's make arrangements to bath our Lord.
Hare
Gangadas. Do you remember? You don't? All right. A long time ago, one brutal Muslim king wanted to convert you. Then you, along with your family, ran to the banks of the Ganges. Objective: catch a boat and escape to the other side. However, when you reached the banks of the Ganga, you found that there was no boat. You then realized the only way you had was to commit suicide, because once the king would arrive, he would first molest your wife, and you would not be able to bear the pain. As you were about to commit suicide, you saw a boat arrive at the banks of the river. You called out to the boatman and said, "My caste, religion, life, soul, I offer you everything. Please save me." Do you know Gangadas? Who was that boatman who saved your life?
Gangadas is Mahaprabhu's teacher. He's one of his father's age. He's an elderly Brahmin. Although these incidents occurred long before Mahaprabhu's birth, but today we have heard of his pastimes from himself. These are his amazing pastimes.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his pastimes there for 21 hours. All the residents were blessed.
Kedarnath Babu, my heart is filled with joy hearing Mahaprabhu's pastimes. We all feel so blissful. Please tell us a few more pastimes of Mahaprabhu.
Sure.
We shall be blessed.
This is the Samadhi of Chandkazi. Hussain Shah was the king of Bengal at that time. Chandkazi was the magistrate of Navadvip. Navadvip at that time was an extremely prosperous city with inconceivable opulence. Back then, the highest seat of learning in the whole of India was here in Navadvip. Law, economics, philosophy, grammar, literature, Vedanta, yoga, all kinds of philosophies were taught here in Navadvip. Sankirtan parties were regularly organized in houses of great scholars. At that time, Mahaprabhu started to organize Sankirtan in the house of Sibas.
I just don't understand what these rascals are up to. They scream throughout the night and disturb our peace.
And what is the use of calling God so loudly?
Yes.
Do you get less benefit calling him silently?
No.
The cause of all this trouble is that Nimai Pandit.
And I marvel at that Sribash, such an exalted Brahmin that he is giving up all his own religious activities and is becoming engrossed in this nonsense day by day.
Yes.
Is it so easy to achieve the Almighty? That just by screaming Hare Krishna he can be achieved?
No,
if
never.
there is no value to our age-old austerity, deity worship, penance, performance of sacrifice and ceremonies, then what is it? Yes, tell me.
We cannot allow this heinous activity to go on in Navadvip.
No,
we
never.
have to stop this.
Absolutely.
If it carries on like this, our tradition and reputation will be destroyed forever.
And most importantly, the way people are chanting names of Hari, our influence in this society will soon be diminished and we won't have any reputation left at all. Do you know what I think? We should all go to Chand Kazi and ask him to rectify this situation immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, very true.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
So, you are saying that this chanting is disturbing peace in our city. Yes, sir.
Not only that, Reverend Kazi, there is a question of law and order too.
Absolutely.
If you don't take any action now, very soon they'll not obey you either.
Right,
Yes.
sir.
This Sankirtan will turn into an uncontrollable revolution.
Yes, Qazi Sahib. All right. I will go and see the situation myself. And then do the needful.
Yes.
Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namo. 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 Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namo. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namo. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namo. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Greetings, Qazi Sahib.
Shibash, does this disturbance go on in your house throughout the night?
But Qazi Sahib, we have not caused any harm to anyone. We only chant the name of God.
But because of this chanting and dancing, the peace of Navadvip is being destroyed. No. From today, this screaming and shouting must stop.
But Qazi Sahib, we have not caused any harm to anyone.
I don't have time to answer your silly questions. When I said stop, it means stop.
But Qazi Sahib, I do not understand any fault of ours.
Fault? Where is the fault? I'll tell you. The fault is here. From now on, I am forbidding any singing and shouting in any house in Navadvip. This is my order. If anyone disobeys my order and continues chanting, I'll make sure he doesn't remain a Hindu anymore. Mark my words. Shibash. We must do something. We cannot sit here silently like this. Let us go and inform Mahaprabhu what happened.
But Mukunda, How can I tell him what happened last night? That the chanting of the holy names of the Lord has been forbidden in Navadvip?
But still we have to tell him what happened.
The Srimad Bhagavatam states that this age of Kali is the age of sin. But this age has a great quality, that just by chanting the holy names of the Lord, one may overcome this world of material suffering. Kaler doshe nidhe rajan asti hi ek mahan guna kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangha param brajet.
What's the matter, Shribash? You all had come so early?
Nityananda, Sri Hari wants us to start the Kirtan early in the morning today. Therefore, Shribash, Mukundo and others have come here so early. But Shribash, Mukundo, why haven't you brought the Mridanga Kartala and Mundira? Don't you want to participate in the Sankirtan?
Prabhu!
What happened? Huh?
What happened? What happened to him? What is it? My Lord Chandkazi had forbidden Sankirtan. We can't have Sankirtan in Navadvip, Prabhu. Qazi Sahib will destroy the religion of anyone who takes part. Last night, we were all chanting in Shribash's house, Prabhu. Qazi Sahib came with all his soldiers. He broke our mridanga and banned us from chanting the holy names. It's impossible to stay in Navadvip, Prabhu.
What? How dare the Qazi? How dare he orders to stop the Sankirtan? Today I'll destroy the Qazi and rid Navadvip of him. Sribash, Mukundo, I'll go to the house of Qazi and perform Sankirtan. Let us see what he can do. Nityananda, gather all the devotees. Ask them to carry torches, mridangams, kortals and come to my house. This evening, we'll do Sankirtan and go to Qazi's house.
Come, we will chant the holy name and preach in the town.
No, Prabhu. It won't be right to disobey the Qazi's order.
Priya, do you want to say something? Why are there tears in your eyes?
Prabhu, you are inciting the people against Qazi. I'm scared. You know how cruel he is. He is also very close to King Hussain Shah. If something happens to you, then what will become of me? Where will I go?
Priya, the Qazi is insignificant in front of the holy name. I have come to this world to spread Krishna Prem. No one will be able to stop me. Do not worry.
Prabhu, many devotees have already assembled here, and many more are coming. Now please instruct us as to what we should do.
Nityanand, leading the Sankirtan group will be Advaita Acharya. Behind him will be a group of singers. In the middle of the crowd will be Haridas. Following him will be a group of singers. At the end of the group will be Srivash Pandit. And he will have a group of chanters. And Nityananda, you...
Prabhu, I can't be away from you during the Sankirtan. My position will be to guard you during the whole procession. I will not be able to stay away from you even for a moment. Please do not give me any other responsibility.
Well, then the party will be led by you, me, and Gadadhar. Let's prepare for the Sankirtan.
Prabhu, I and Narhari wish to decorate you today.
Well, your desire will be fulfilled.
Hari Bol!
Hari Bol!
Hari Bol!
Hari Bol!
Hari Bol!
Hari Bol!
Is Nimai Pandit coming here to attack us?
I'll go and check, Qazi Sahib.
Qazi, I have come to your house today and you're hiding inside your room? What kind of a behavior is this?
You came to my house with such an angry mood that I got scared. I did not even dare to come out of my room. But when your devotees told me that you were calling me, I was relieved. I came out. I feel very fortunate that you have come as a guest in my house. Please come in. Look, Nimai, according to village relations, I am your uncle, and you are my nephew, because your grandfather, Nilamba Chakravarti, was also like uncle to me. And, you know, village relations are much stronger than blood relations. So, please forgive me for my offenses. So just as a nephew overlooks his uncle's faults, the uncle tolerates the anger of the nephew. Therefore, the mistake I made by stopping the Sankirtan, please forgive me for that. From now on, my house, my property, and even I belong to you.
Qazi, I have a question for you. Please answer me clearly. This loud chanting of the holy name has caused disturbance in Navadvip. How come you didn't take any action against this? You represent the Muslim king, and it's your right to interfere in the religious activities of the Hindus.
Look, Nimai, one of my guards went over to stop the Sankirtan, but suddenly a ball of fire came from the sky and burnt his beard and moustache. Even his face was burnt. After that, I asked him not to do it again. And then another incident. There was this Muslim fellow. I saw him chanting holy names. So I asked him, "Why are you chanting?" To my question, he answered, "These Hindus with names like Ramdas, Krishnadas always chant Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So the word Hari means to steal, to snatch. Does that mean all the devotees are thieves?" Since he made such a big joke, he couldn't stop chanting holy names. He keeps on shouting Hari Bol, Hari Bol. See, many people call you Gaur Hari. I like the name very much. So let me tell you something honestly. That night, when I went to stop the Kirtan in Sribash's house, a human being with the face of a lion was sitting on my chest and tearing it with his nails. He roared, "You broke my devotee's mridanga. In order to stop my Sankirtan, I will break your ribs and smash your chest." I became very afraid and asked for forgiveness. He forgave me. I was relieved. But the marks of his nails are still on my chest. Now I have realized you are the Narayan. And I have also understood the one you call Krishna is no different from Allah.
Chand, you uttered Krishna, Hari, and Narayan. By chanting all these names together, all your sins have been eradicated. You're very fortunate, Qazi.
You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. Due to your mercy, my ignorance has been dispelled. Bless me, that I always remain at your lotus feet.
Qazi, I have only one request. Never allow Sankirtan to stop in Navadvip.
No. Please do not ever embarrass me like this. I feel very repentant. By making that grave mistake, I promise you that I will never make such a mistake myself, and sure no one does it either. I will even give this order to all my descendants. No one should ever try to stop the Sankirtan movement. And if anybody tries to do so, I will disown him from my family.
This Chand Qazi was not just an ordinary Muslim. He was a spiritual guide to Nawab Hussain Shah, the King of Bengal. Chand Qazi, after coming in touch with Gauranga Mahaprabhu, became a devotee of Krishna. Although the Hindus did not accept him, he got the privilege of being a respectable Brahman and spent the rest of his life in Navadvip. And look here, just as this champa tree is embracing this neem tree, in the same way Chand Qazi took shelter of Mahaprabhu. And even today, Chand Qazi's descendants are devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. After completing his Vraja-leela in the Dwapara Yuga, Sri Krishna thought, as a result of my leelas, my devotees will relate to me in Sakhya Vatsalya and Madhurya Rasas. However, devotees following the Vaidhi Bhakti, that is, following the rules and regulations of the scriptures, would only be able to enter my pastimes in Vaikuntha. Therefore, they won't be able to enter into my Vrindavan pastimes. So, in the age of Kali, I will appear as a devotee, and by following Vaidhi Bhakti, my devotees will be able to enter into my pastime in Vrindavan. So, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, appeared in Mayapur as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this age of Kali. During his pastimes, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted that his name would spread in every town and village throughout the world. Although apparently it seems to be an impossible task, but this task will surely happen. The Lord's words never go in vain. In order to fulfill this prediction of his, he will definitely send a very close associate of his. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted that his Sankirtan movement would spread all over the world in every town and village. It is an incredible prediction. Yes, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has emphatically said that. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his words will never go in vain. Those who do not have faith will not believe in his prediction, but that does not matter. The fact will be revealed in due course of time. In order to fulfill his prediction, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will send one of his very special associates. He will go to the west carrying the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Many fortunate souls will respond to the message and become his devotees. A worldwide movement will start and inundate the entire planet with love of Godhead. Everywhere, in all major cities of this world, they will chant the holy name of the Lord and dance in ecstasy. He will cause a spiritual revolution. The world will experience a real renaissance. Although apparently he will appear to be an ordinary person, he will be specially empowered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and will achieve something that the world has never experienced before. He will perform the most incredible miracle by transforming millions of people all over the world into pure devotees of Krishna. He will establish hundreds of gorgeous temples with the most beautiful deities of Sri Radha Krishna, and even the Europeans, Americans will worship them, establishing a very high standard. He will initiate them and make them Vaishnavas and Brahmanas of the highest order. He will introduce Vedic spiritual festivals in all the important cities of the world. Millions of people will participate in these festivals and experience the highest joy of developing their loving relationship with the Lord. He will indeed transform this material world into the spiritual sky. We may not be here to experience these wonderful achievements, but it will happen. And those who are fortunate to take their birth in this world at that time will derive an inconceivable spiritual benefit by becoming true recipients of His mercy.
বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর এ দাসে করুণা ওহে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর এ দাসে করুণা দিয়া পদ ছায়া শোধ হে আমায় তোমার চরণ অবধিয়া পদ ছায়া শোধ হে আমায় তোমার চরণ ওহে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর